Hello. So I've struggled for the last couple of weeks, post half term, and lots of life challenges and lots of times out, which has been very nice to have some times out, but it's been challenging to keep to plan. I naturally, generally keep Slim and Well planned just because it's quite habitual now, but there's just been extras here and there. I've felt I've done a lot of research recently on kind of time management and thinking about delegation, not in terms of kind of in a management situation, but in time management, and thinking about how to either delegate jobs to the kids or delegate jobs to kind of a device or those types of things. So that's been really helping me think about trying to stay calmer and stay more relaxed and stay, me and my partner describe it as kind of the colour that you put on your life. So the way in which you live your life and the colour that you spread on it in terms of thinking about how you react to things. So I went to Slim and Well today to have a quick weigh-in because I was going to the library, and I just thought I was going to have a quick weigh-in. And I weighed in at 10 stone 10.5 pounds, which means that I'm half a pound over my target range. So I'm going to go next week to go and obviously try and get back in my target range. I bought myself the magazine, Slim and Well magazine, and I've done myself a list of what I call non-dead end foods. So foods that have kind of a reason to eat them in terms of nourishment. I've got nourishing, enjoyable and comforting foods, all on planned foods, and sort of, it's not a complete list, but I've got peanut butter, bananas, Marmite, pears, nectarines, soy milk, coffee, water, wholemeal bread, mashed potato, chips, beans, packet of rice, like the rice packets, popcorn, mushrooms, watermelon, cottage pie, lasagna, take a potato with beans and salad, almonds, peanuts and walnuts. That's all I've got so far. So like, as in dead end foods being crisps and sweets and chocolate and things like that they're nice and tasty, but they don't provide me with any nourishment and they don't provide me with any goodness. So I don't feel comfortable on those things. So I've made making a different plan, and the fact that I'm going to now try not to stay up too late on a Monday anymore. So I'm here on Monday afternoon. I've made the chilli that I make on a Monday for the week, and to dip in and out, and I've made the cannelloni sauce. It's going to be hot, lift up. Yeah, that's the cannelloni sauce, which tonight I will then I'm going to let that sit once that's all cooked, and then I will simply just put it over the lasagna tubes, and that's sort of half the work done. I also made myself a leftover chilli here, mixed with leftover baked beans, so that's a free food, mixed with speed. And today already I've had, I'll just find my little book. I'm just going to start rewriting things again like I did before, where I've got down one side as my sins. So today, so far I've used 4.5 sins, which was with my peanut butter on my toast. This morning I had 2 pieces of wholemeal bread, the small ones, 1 Marmite and banana, and 1 peanut butter and pear. So it's pear, water, 2 breads, peanut butter, nectarine, banana, coffee, Marmite, soy milk. And I haven't had anything else since then. I've had coffee. I've been having just real coffee, as in caffeinated coffee. It's been pretty stressful over the last couple of weeks, tough mentally, and I've decided that I'm just going to have coffee for a bit. It's one of those things that makes my life slightly easier, and I'm just going to be careful and steady with it. And take it slowly and keep, eye out for my reactions and things. I used to find that it would trigger off sugar, but it's difficult to tell whether it's that triggering off sugar or just general stress level of my life triggering off sugar. So just as Dane says, just experiment with yourself to see how we go. We've just got to really make a good focus on comforting foods and the classic kind of Slimming World way to make sure that you're enjoying what you're eating and that you don't see it as a deprivation, you see it as a life choice and an enjoyable part of it. I enjoy all the foods I eat, and I don't need to exercise willpower in order to do that. There's plenty of foods, especially if I'm keeping to my non-dead end foods, because I think these foods here, which I like to eat the most, will provide me with the ability to keep to plan. So I would like to obviously get back into my target range next week, and then try and keep the momentum going so that I can just lead a bit, because my face is feeling pudgy. I've got like a bit of a double chin coming and my face just feels a little bit pudgy. My tummy feels a bit pudgy. I feel like my hips just could do with a little bit of side thigh removal. You know, I mean, a bit of extra weight time off there. So, you know, feel like I'd like to get back to that, wanting to get back down to 10 stone again. I was doing that for a little bit, and then life happened and it got complicated. So I feel like maybe I'm ready again. I will let you know what I'm going to eat next. I'm just going to eat that chilli and beans combo, and then I've had so far one healthy extra B, I've had healthy extra A with my soy milk, and 4.5 sins. So I've still got another healthy extra A and another healthy extra B to have, and the rest of my sins, which I can't remember how much that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.5 sins, which are likely to be, I don't know, let's see how that goes for later. So today I have to go pick up my kids, and then my partner comes back with my daughter, and then I go with my son to dance class. I'll need to make him a sandwich so that he's got something to eat before and after dance class. I'll need to make sure I take a little snack with me, so that I do not get over hungry on the way home. But hopefully taking some of the pressure off and having the Monday cook here now instead of later will just help out a little bit. But right, I'm going to eat this now because it's coming up to 2. I've only got 3/4 of an hour or so before I need to leave, and I will see you when I next eat. See you later, bye. Okay, so I've got noodles and celery and courgette with a bit of salt and pepper and some lemon juice. I also had, when I was out and about with Benjamin, I had an apple and a pear on, so I had them on the way. I think I had the pear on the way there and an apple on the way back, I think. I'm also just having some watermelon. Well, I just had some watermelon, but I've had enough of that now. I'm filled up. So I'm going to leave it to one side and snack on it as I go on an evening. Just put the cannelloni in the oven and potatoes, they're not cooking. I'm going to do a little bit of washing up. I really appreciate the work I did earlier just to make it a little bit easier now. It's such a mission to do on the Monday evening, so I think that's a good plan. So yeah, that was a nice meal to have. It's free food and plenty of speed. Okay, so this is sort of like a quarter of the cannelloni that I made, which is around 6 sins. So it'll be 10.5 sins today. 1 healthy extra B, 1 healthy extra A. I had some more watermelon, or some leftover watermelon earlier, and another cup of coffee. And yes, and I've also put this stuff away ready for tomorrow, and that's in here. These are some little potatoes, some celery and some cannelloni, and that's a third and a third and a third. Third potatoes, third cannelloni, third celery, and they work quite well because put them in the microwave and it all heats through. So I'm going to try and make sure I put my third speed food in my container so that's all done nicely. So I think that'll be it for me tonight. So 10.5 sins, 1 healthy extra B and 1 healthy extra A. See you soon, bye!